Have you ever noticed that the things you used to do so easily, like climbing stairs, carrying groceries, or even standing up from a chair, feel harder than they did years ago? You might blame age, but what's really happening is something far more dangerous. Your muscles are quietly wasting away, and unless you take action, this process, called sarcopenia, can rob you of independence, energy, and strength faster than you realize. Now here's the surprising part. Preventing this decline doesn't always require expensive supplements, gym memberships, or complicated routines. In fact, research shows that adding just one specific food into your daily diet can make all the difference. Eat this consistently, and you can protect your muscles, rebuild strength, and keep doing the activities you love, even well into your 70s and 80s. Today, I'll reveal exactly what that food is, why it's so powerful, and how you can start using it right away to fight muscle wasting naturally. Stay with me until the end, because I'll also share the biggest mistakes people over 60 make with this food, and how you can avoid them. By the end of this video, you'll have a simple daily habit that can help keep your legs strong, your body active, and your independence intact. Let's take a moment to really understand what's going on inside our bodies after 60. Most people think muscle loss happens only if you stop exercising or if you're bedridden. But here's the truth. Even active, healthy adults begin to lose muscle naturally as part of the aging process. In fact, after the age of 30, we lose about 3 to 8% of our muscle mass per decade, and this rate speeds up dramatically once you cross 60. Think about it this way. Your muscles are like a savings account. Every time you walk, lift, or exercise, you're depositing into that account. But as you age, the withdrawals caused by hormonal changes, slower protein synthesis, and reduced activity start to outpace the deposits. By the time many people realize it, they've lost significant strength, balance, and mobility. Here's the scary part. Sarcopenia doesn't just mean weaker muscles. It increases your risk of falls, fractures, diabetes, obesity, and even cognitive decline. And yet, most people ignore it until one day they can't do something as simple as carrying their grandchild or getting out of a chair without effort. But there's hope. Studies show that nutrition plays just as big of a role as exercise in protecting against muscle loss. And here's the game changer. You don't need complicated meal plans or extreme diets. Sometimes the simplest foods, when eaten consistently, can act like powerful medicine for your muscles. I want you to imagine two different futures. In one, you keep eating as you always have, gradually getting weaker, more tired, and more dependent on others. In the other, you make a few smart changes today, like adding one specific food to your daily routine, and over the next months and years, you maintain strong legs, good posture, steady energy, and the freedom to live life on your terms. The difference between those two futures is not luck, it's choice. And the choice begins with what you put on your plate every single day. In just a moment, I'll take you deeper into why muscle wasting accelerates after 60, the hidden mistakes most people make, and the single food that can help you turn the tide. Let's dive deeper into the real problem, because if you don't fully understand it, it's easy to shrug off muscle loss as just aging. But the reality is far more serious and far more dangerous. Every single year after 60, the body's ability to build and maintain muscle drops significantly. Why? 3 main reasons. Slower protein synthesis. Your body doesn't process and use protein as efficiently as it used to. That means even if you eat the same diet you did in your 40s or 50s, you're not getting the same muscle-building effect. Hormonal changes, testosterone, growth hormone, and estrogen, hormones that help maintain lean muscle, decline with age. Without intervention, this creates the perfect environment for muscle breakdown. Lifestyle shifts. Many people naturally slow down as they get older. Less activity means fewer signals to the body to maintain muscle, and the use it or lose it principle kicks in quickly. Here's the shocking part. Once you start losing muscle, the effects snowball. Less muscle means you burn fewer calories, so fat gain increases. More fat creates inflammation, which further accelerates muscle breakdown. The result? A dangerous cycle of weakness, fatigue, and declining health. And let me hit you with this stat. According to the NIH, by the time you reach 80, there's a 50% chance you've lost half of your muscle mass. Half. Imagine walking around with only half the strength you once had. It affects every aspect of your life. But here's the mistake I see all the time. People think walking alone will protect them. Don't get me wrong. Walking is great for your heart and your mind, but it's not enough to stop sarcopenia. Your muscles need proper fuel, specific nutrients, and sometimes resistance training to stay strong. If you rely only on staying active without feeding your muscles correctly, you'll still be on the losing side. Another big misconception? Thinking that muscle loss is only about appearance. Sure, you may not like how thin your arms or legs look, but the real danger is invisible. Weaker muscles mean weaker bones, more falls, slower recovery from illness, and even a shorter lifespan. So let me be blunt. Ignoring muscle loss after 60 is like ignoring a ticking time bomb. The good news? That bomb can be defused if you know exactly what your body needs. And in the next section, I'll share the moment I discovered a simple, overlooked food that can flip the script on sarcopenia and help you rebuild strength naturally. There was a moment in my own journey when everything changed. For years, I thought I was doing the right things. I was walking daily, eating what I thought was a balanced diet, and keeping up with my routine. Yet, my legs felt weaker every month. I'd get tired after climbing just one flight of stairs, and lifting grocery bags started to feel like a workout in itself. One day, I stumbled upon a study that completely shook me. It said that most older adults aren't actually protein deficient in terms of how much they eat, they're protein inefficient. In other words, the body isn't absorbing and using the protein properly anymore. That hit me like a brick wall. I realized I had been making the same mistake millions of people over 60 make. I assumed that because I was eating chicken, eggs, and beans, I was covered. But without the right type of nutrients, and the right form of those nutrients, my muscles were still wasting away. The hidden truth is this: it's not just about eating more protein, it's about giving your body the building blocks it can actually use. And that's when I started looking into foods rich in leucine and other key amino acids. That's when I discovered that certain foods, some as simple as specific types of cheese, are not just tasty but powerful muscle preservers. I'll never forget the first time I adjusted my diet with this new knowledge. Within weeks, I noticed changes. My morning stiffness eased, my energy picked up, and climbing stairs didn't leave me out of breath. It felt like I had finally found the missing piece of the puzzle. And here's why this realization is so important. It proves that muscle loss is not inevitable. Yes, it's common. Yes, it's dangerous if ignored. But no, it is not your destiny. You have the power to change the trajectory if you understand the right foods and nutrients to focus on. That was my turning point. The moment I stopped accepting weakness as normal aging and started fighting back with knowledge. And in the next section, I'll reveal the specific foods that became my secret weapon against muscle wasting and how they can do the same for you. So what is the real solution? If muscle wasting after 60 is caused by inefficient protein usage, then the antidote is to give your body protein in a form it can actually process, along with the key amino acids that trigger muscle repair. And the surprising answer lies in a food many of us already love but never realized could be a powerful tool: cheese. Now, not just any cheese will do. I'm talking about 3 specific types that are especially high in muscle-preserving nutrients. These cheeses contain not just protein, but also leucine, calcium, and bioactive compounds that your body craves as you age. Together, they don't just help stop muscle loss, they actively support new muscle growth. Let's break it down. Cottage cheese. This is one of the best-kept secrets in the fight against sarcopenia. It's high in casein protein, which digests slowly, giving your muscles a steady stream of amino acids throughout the day and night. Eating cottage cheese before bed can literally help your body repair muscle while you sleep. Parmesan cheese. Parmesan is a powerhouse because it's incredibly dense in both protein and leucine, the amino acid that directly signals your muscles to grow. Just a small serving packs a punch, making it one of the most efficient foods for older adults looking to maintain strength. Ricotta cheese. Ricotta is unique because it's rich in whey protein, which is absorbed quickly and provides that immediate boost your muscles need after activity. Paired with its calcium content, it helps strengthen bones alongside muscles, giving you double protection against aging-related weakness. Here's the key. When you combine these cheeses strategically in your diet, you're giving your body both fast-acting fuel, ricotta, slow-release repair, cottage cheese, and concentrated muscle signals, parmesan. It's like covering all your bases in one simple, delicious strategy. Now, I know some of you may be thinking, but isn't cheese unhealthy? And yes, moderation matters. But the truth is, when used properly, these cheeses provide high-quality nutrition without the blood sugar spikes, processed fillers, or empty calories you might get from other foods. In fact, compared to many low-fat snacks marketed as healthy, these cheeses offer far more muscle-preserving value. The best part? You don't need to overhaul your entire diet. You don't need to count every calorie or eat bland meals. You just need to incorporate these cheeses regularly and consistently into your meals. Sprinkle parmesan on your vegetables, enjoy cottage cheese as an evening snack, and add ricotta to your breakfast toast. Small changes, big impact. This is the core concept. Muscle wasting can be prevented naturally with the right foods, and it's not complicated. It's delicious, satisfying, and effective. Next, I'll share real-life examples of people just like you who made this change and saw incredible transformations in their strength and vitality. It's one thing to hear the science, but it's another to see how it plays out in real life. Let me share with you a few stories that bring this concept to life. Case study 1. Mary, 67 years old. Mary had always been active in her younger years, but after retirement she noticed her legs feeling weaker. Even getting up from the couch felt harder than it used to. When she came across the idea of adding muscle-supporting cheeses to her diet, she decided to try it. Every night, Mary began eating a small bowl of cottage cheese before bed. Within 3 months, she told me she noticed a remarkable difference. Her morning stiffness reduced, and she could walk upstairs without holding onto the railing. The slow-release protein in cottage cheese helped her muscles repair overnight, and it gave her the confidence that her body was still capable of improvement, even past 60. Case study 2. John, 72 years old. John had always loved cheese, but he never thought of it as a health tool. He struggled with balance and was afraid of falling, which is one of the greatest risks for older adults. I recommended he sprinkle parmesan onto his vegetables and soups every day. In just 8 weeks, John reported that he felt steadier on his feet and his energy returned. He wasn't doing anything dramatic, just adding something small but powerful to his daily meals. Parmesan's concentrated leucine gave his muscles the growth signal they needed, and it showed in his strength and stability. Case study 3. Linda, 64 years old. Linda was looking for a breakfast that was quick but also effective for her health. Instead of her usual sugary cereal, she switched to whole grain toast topped with ricotta and fresh fruit. Not only did this keep her fuller longer, but she also noticed that her energy during morning walks improved. She wasn't dragging her feet anymore. That fast-digesting whey protein in ricotta gave her muscles the boost they needed to recover quickly and power through the day. These aren't fitness fanatics or bodybuilders. These are everyday people over 60 who simply added the right foods to their diet and reaped the benefits. Their stories prove a powerful truth. It's never too late to fight back against muscle loss. Small changes can lead to dramatic improvements in independence, energy, and overall quality of life. By now, you might be thinking, okay, this all sounds great, but how do I actually start? The good news is that building muscle strength through the right foods doesn't require drastic changes. It's about small, consistent steps. Let me walk you through a simple roadmap you can begin following today. Step 1. Choose your cheese wisely. Start by picking at least one of the 3 muscle-supporting cheeses we've discussed: cottage cheese, Parmesan, or ricotta. If you're new to this, begin with cottage cheese. It's affordable, widely available, and incredibly versatile. Step 2. Decide on the timing cottage. Cheese works best at night because its slow-digesting protein repairs muscles while you sleep. Parmesan is great during lunch or dinner. Just sprinkle it on salads, soups, or vegetables. Ricotta shines in the morning, giving your muscles quick access protein after an overnight fast. You don't need all 3 every day, but including at least one will already put you ahead. Step 3. Portion control stick to sensible serving sizes. Cottage cheese, 1 or 2 to 1 cup. Parmesan, 2 or 3 tablespoons grated. Ricotta, 1 or 2 cup. This balance ensures you get the benefits without overloading on calories. Step 4. Combine with whole foods. Cheese works best when paired with other nutritious foods. For example, cottage cheese with berries, Parmesan over steamed broccoli, ricotta spread on whole grain toast. These combinations give you both muscle-building protein and energy-boosting nutrients. Step 5. Hydration and movement. Protein alone won't rebuild your muscles. You need water and gentle movement too. Drink plenty of fluids to help your body process the protein, and try simple strength-building activities like chair squats or resistance band exercises. Step 6. Build consistency with habits. The biggest mistake people make is trying something once or twice and giving up. Instead, create a routine. Maybe it's cottage cheese as your evening snack or Parmesan sprinkled on your lunch every day. Over time, your body adapts, and you'll notice the difference in energy and strength. Step 7. Track your progress. Keep it simple. No fancy apps required. Just jot down small wins in a notebook. Walked upstairs without holding railing, or carried groceries with ease. These little notes will show you just how much you're improving. Step 8. Share the journey. Tell your family or friends about it. Sometimes involving others creates accountability and support, and they may even join you in this new, healthier lifestyle. When you follow these steps, you'll start experiencing mini wins, less fatigue, better balance, stronger muscles, and those wins will snowball into lasting strength and confidence. Now, before you rush out and start stocking your fridge with cheese, let me share some important warnings, because while these foods can be powerful allies, the wrong approach can actually backfire. Mistake number 1. Overeating cheese. Yes, cheese is healthy in moderation, but too much can lead to excess calories and unnecessary weight gain. And carrying extra weight can put even more stress on your joints and legs. Remember, portion control is everything. Mistake number 2. Ignoring balanced protein from cheese is powerful, but it can't do the job alone. Your muscles also need vitamins, minerals, and healthy fats. If you rely solely on cheese and skip vegetables, fruits, or lean meats, your progress will stall. Mistake number 3. Choosing the wrong kind of cheese. Not all cheeses are equal. Highly processed cheeses, like those individually wrapped slices or cheese spreads, often contain added oils, preservatives, and very little real nutrition. Stick to natural varieties like cottage cheese, Parmesan, and ricotta. Mistake number 4. Forgetting hydration. Protein metabolism requires water. If you're not drinking enough, your body struggles to process the nutrients and your muscles won't recover as well. This one mistake can quietly sabotage all your hard work. Mistake number 5. lack of consistency. Adding cheese once a week won't move the needle. Muscle health thrives on regularity. It's the daily habits, the small, consistent choices that lead to noticeable strength gains. By avoiding these pitfalls, you protect yourself from disappointment. Too many people try a solution, do it halfway, and then declare it doesn't work. But the truth is, it does work. You just need the right strategy, balance, and consistency. Now, let's fast forward. Imagine yourself a year from today. Instead of struggling to get up from a chair, you rise easily. Instead of fearing the stairs, you climb them with confidence. Instead of slowing down, you feel steady, capable, and strong. That's the real power of building muscle at any age. It doesn't just change your body, it changes your life. When you make this simple daily choice, adding the right food to your meals, you're not just feeding your stomach, you're fueling your future. You're protecting your independence, reducing your risk of falls, and giving yourself the freedom to keep living life on your terms. Think about the joy of being able to travel, play with grandchildren, or tend to your garden without pain or fatigue. Think about how it feels to wake up every morning knowing your body will support you instead of hold you back. That's what we're working toward, not just muscle, but confidence, vitality, and dignity. Too many people over 60 accept weakness as inevitable, but it's not. Sarcopenia is common, yes, but it's not destiny. And when you take action now, you flip the script. You prove that strength is ageless, that it's never too late to rebuild, and that your best years can still be ahead of you. So hold that vision in your mind, the stronger, more energetic you, because it's not just a dream. With the right choices, it's absolutely possible. So, let's bring this all together. We've uncovered the hidden threat of muscle wasting after 60, the devastating impact it can have on your strength, and the powerful yet simple solution you can start today. By adding the right food to your daily routine, you're not just preventing weakness. You're actively rebuilding your strength, protecting your independence, and reclaiming the energy that aging tries to steal. Here's the truth. Your future is in your hands. You can either ignore the signs and let your muscles decline, or you can take control with one small, consistent step each day. Imagine how it will feel weeks from now, more stable on your feet, stronger in your core, and more confident in everything you do. That's the reward waiting for you. So, don't wait. Start today. Add this muscle-saving food to your meals, follow the simple steps we covered, and watch your body thank you. And remember, strength isn't reserved for the young, it's reserved for the committed. Stay strong, stay active, and let's prove together that life after 60 can be the most powerful chapter yet.